On Good Morning El Paso, a crash downtown sends one person to the hospital early this morning. The latest from our round-the-clock crew live on the scene.
Questions on both sides of the border this morning after a drug kingpin is moved to a prison south of Juarez. Will El Chapo now be extradited to the U.S.?
With another set of primaries coming up, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are looking to the general election, while Bernie Sanders campaigns on both coasts. I'm ABC's Stephanie Ramos in Washington. The latest from the campaign trail coming up.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso.
Rise and shine, a very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Hillary Floren. Happy Monday, everyone. Let's get right to Crystal and talk about the forecast for the week ahead.
Yes, looking pretty nice so far.
Absolutely, and hopefully everyone had a great Mother's Day, weekend. Now we are starting with a forecast pretty good to get you back into the work week. Temperatures right now are comfortable at 54 degrees, Fabens Elementary School, and 58 at Texas Tech Health Sciences School. We're in those low 60s, St. Pius School, and a little cooler, Dr. Juanita Middle School at 51 degrees. Mostly 50s, some low 60s out there today to start. Later today, though, we are going to start seeing the temperature rise from this weekend's drop. We'll be in the low 80s this afternoon. On your clouds and radar map, we will not be tracking any rain out there today. Instead, just some high-level cloud coverage and those temperatures. Today's focus temperatures and the winds in the days to come. We'll still be looking at the temperatures, but we'll also be looking at chances of rain moving in. The details on that are coming up in a bit.
All right, thanks so much, Crystal. And now round-the-clock coverage from downtown El Paso. One person is in the hospital after a car crashed into a building on Mesa Street. This happened around 2:30 this morning between Yandell and Wyoming Streets. We have Good Morning El Paso's Denise Olivas live with more from the scene. Good morning.
Good morning. We can tell you the area has already been opened up, but of course that building still remains taped off, and it looks like it's the China Pearl restaurant that may have been spared, but right next door where that part of the building was taken out, you can see that entire back wall is actually the back of a nightclub of Club Alive. The only thing that separates the two businesses is the wall that looks like may have also been damaged, and the entrance of Club Alive is actually on the opposite end of the building. As you can see those flags waving there, that's the entrance to the club. And again, mentioned it's on the other side. So this is the back of the building where all the damage happened. Now let's take a look at the video that was shot by a round-the-clock crew just a few hours ago. It happened at just after 2:30 this morning. One of the vehicles involved plowed through the building, completely taking out the wall. We know one person was taken to the hospital with serious injuries, and police have not said exactly what caused the wreck, but another vehicle involved, that was also a truck, was also here at the scene with some damage to it. So we did notice that there were two separate addresses, which is why we searched for the addresses. So 612 is the China Pearl restaurant and 610 is Club Alive. It's still unclear if the restaurant will be open this morning, but we definitely know that there is a major cleanup for the employees and the building owners of Club Alive. As soon as we get any more details, of course, we'll pass it along. But for now, we are live in downtown El Paso. Denise Olivas, ABC 7.
All right, thank you, Denise. And now more round-the-clock news. One person is in the hospital after a crash in East El Paso overnight. It happened around 3 this morning near the intersection of Pelicano and Zaragoza. Emergency dispatchers telling ABC 7 the victim is in serious condition. The area was blocked off, but it has been cleared for your morning commute.
The transfer of a well-known Mexican drug lord from a prison near Mexico City to a facility just across the border is raising a lot of questions this morning. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman was brought to Juarez over the weekend. Mexican media saying this new video shows the world's most notorious drug boss being led shackled from a plane to a waiting helicopter in Juarez. The capture just months after they recaptured the narco king. The prison El Chapo is at now is the Ceferezo number 9. That is in Samalayuca, just south of Juarez. The prison is in the worst-rated Mexican federal penitentiary system. A 2014 report by the National Human Rights Commission gave the prison the lowest rating possible for any of Mexico's 21 federal prisons. The report also stated the prison was overcrowded, but it's not certain that that is the case still today. Chihuahua State Governor Cesar Duarte said the transfer posed no risk to Juarez and guaranteed there will be no escape. But the move is causing concern on this side of the border. We'll tell you why the DEA is questioning the move, even though it could mean that he'll now be extradited here to the U.S. That's coming up a little later right here on GMEP.
And now to the race for the White House. On the eve of another set of primaries, Donald Trump is looking to the general election, and so is Hillary Clinton. But Bernie Sanders is not giving up. He held events in New Jersey and in California. Here's Stephanie Ramos. It's your voice, your vote.
Donald Trump is zeroing in on the general election.
Can you imagine another 4 years of the Clintons? Seriously.
The likely Republican nominee going after both Hillary and Bill Clinton.
I think he gets involved when she plays the women's card.
Trump's latest attack on Hillary Clinton taking us back to the 90s, ranting over her husband's infidelities.
He lied. You remember the famous, I did not have sex with that woman, and then a couple of months later, I'm guilty.
But Clinton vowing to focus on the issues and snatch up any voters soured by Trump.
I am asking people to come join this campaign, and I've had a lot of outreach from Republicans.
During a one-on-one interview with ABC's George Stephanopoulos, Trump talks about Republican leaders who want him to unify the party, saying it doesn't have to be, as he's just days away from a sit-down meeting with top Republican leaders on Capitol Hill, including House Speaker Paul Ryan, who is still holding back his endorsement.
But if the party's split, how do you win? Because I think I'm going to go out and I'm going to get millions of people from the Democrats. I'm going to get Bernie people to vote.
Democrat Bernie Sanders is trying to get his own votes in order to win his party's nomination.
We have made the financial establishment, the political establishment, and the media establishment quite nervous. That is a good thing.
Top Republicans will try to get on the same page with Donald Trump this Thursday here in Washington. House Speaker Paul Ryan says the meeting will begin a discussion about the kind of Republican principles and ideas that can win the support of the American people this November. Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, Washington.
And now at 6:07, time for weather and traffic on the 7s.
And meteorologist Crystal Clay is standing by with a look at our forecast. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, very good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Here's your planner for today. Sunny conditions throughout the forecast. No expectation of rain today. Now, we do have the winds picking up. We're breezy this morning, windy as we move through your afternoon, gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Your temperature at noon is 74 degrees, and today warmer than yesterday at 83 for the high. Today overall looking like a nice day, but those winds something you'll have to deal with. Moving forward, here's the timeline for us. Warming up early week, but by midweek, very nice conditions. Temperatures comfortable, winds not a problem. It's late in the week that we start to see hot conditions, winds pick up again, and even chances of rain. We'll get to all those changes as we move out in your weekend, coming up in just under 10 minutes.
All right, thanks, Crystal. And now let's take a live look at traffic. If you're getting ready to hit the road right now, it's looking good. This is I-10 and Executive. Look at that, nice and clear if you're heading out. We do have a traffic alert for you for northeast El Paso happening today. A complete closure of US 54 north between the Kenworthy overpass and Sean Haggerty. So go ahead and take a look at that. The Kenworthy entrance ramp will also be completely closed beginning at 9 a.m. and lasting until noon. And this will be going on throughout the entire week.
Right, Hillary. And we have much more to come here on Good Morning El Paso. Chaos at a soccer match leaves several people seriously injured. And later, investigators are trying to determine what went wrong after a train derailed, several people seriously hurt. It's 6:08, and this is ABC 7, where news comes first.
Breyers Natural Vanilla. Milk and fresh cream and only sustainably farmed vanilla.
Breyers has fresh cream, sugar, and milk.
Breyers, the good vanilla. Our milk and cream come from cows not treated